Let's look at the sum of the first n terms of an AP. All right. So this is a subtopic under AP, which is arithmetic progression. Now, in this video, we'll be looking at how to find the sum of a given number of terms of a particular arithmetic progression. All right. Now, when it comes to finding the sum of the first n terms of an AP, there's a formula we use. Now, first things first, the abbreviation for this is given by sum is S. So when you see S and then you see N, basically this means the sum of the first n terms of an AP. The abbreviation is SN. All right. Now, the formula to get the sum of the first n terms of an AP is given by Sn, and Sn is simply n over 2 into a plus t of n, where t of n is simply the nth term of an AP. Recall that we talked about the concept of Tn, that's the nth term of an AP earlier, where we said Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1d. We talked about this in our previous class on arithmetic progression. Now let's put this value into this. We'll have that Sn, the sum of n terms of an AP, Sn is n over 2 into, this becomes a plus Tn is given by a plus n minus 1. This into d. So you have this, right? Let's combine these terms. So Sn from here will be equal to n over 2 into, this gives you a plus a, 2a plus, I have this, n minus 1d. So you have this. All right, so this formula here becomes the formula to calculate the sum of n terms of an AP, right? N over 2 into n minus 1, then d, you have this. All right, so this is the formula we use to find the sum of the first n terms of a given AP. We'll take an example to solve this, all right, to explain this better. Now let's take a first example there. Example number 1, it says, find the sum of the first 40 terms of the AP 8, 7.5, 7, and it continues. Now solution there. We're given the AP 8, 7.5, 7, and it continues. This, we are asked to find the sum of the first, how many there? 40 terms. All right, of this AP. How do we get the sum of the first 40 terms of the AP? Now, what this formula helps us to do is that it helps us to quickly calculate the sum of a given number of terms of an AP without having to find all the terms of that AP. Now, for instance, looking at this question here, in this question, we are asked to find the sum of the first 40 terms of this AP. Now, in this AP here, how many terms do you have? We are given just 3 terms. The first term, 8. The second term, 7.5. The third term, 7. If we are supposed to get the first 40 terms, that means after 7, we'll get the next term and the next term until we get 40 terms. Imagine having to solve individually to 40 terms, and then when you're not having 40 different numbers, you have to combine them. That would be too tedious a task. But then, luckily for us, we have this formula. With this formula, we don't have to solve for all 40 terms. No. If we have the first term, if we get the common difference, we are good to go. We can find the first 40 term, the sum of first 40 term. We can find the sum of the first 100 term. We can even find the value of the sum of the first 1,000 terms without having to get the 1,000 terms individually. So that's the beauty of this formula. All right, let's put this to work. In this case, we asked to find the sum of the first 40 terms of this particular AP. Now, as I said earlier, we don't have to start getting, this is first, second, third. We don't have to start getting fourth, fifth, sixth until 40. That's too tedious and that would waste time. So instead, let's get the value of common difference. Now for this AP here, it's clear that the first term A is equal to 8. That's my first term. It's also clear that the second term, that's A plus D, second term A plus D is equal to what there? 7.5. From here, we can get the value of D. Let's call this equation 1, first term. Let's call this equation 2, second term. Let's put equation 1 into equation 2. If I put 1 in 2, what do I have there? From 2, I have this as A plus D. A is 8. So I have 8 plus D is equal to 7.5. All right, to get the value of D, move it over here. So D is equal to 7.5. This is plus 8. Moves over here, becomes minus 8. So I have this. So what's the value of D from here? D is equal to 7.5 minus 8 gives you minus 0.5. So minus 0.5 is the common difference. Now with that noted, let's now get Sn. So therefore, sum of first 40 terms, sum of first 40 terms of the AP, all we have Sn, so become S. In this case now, n is equal to, okay, we have Sn, fine. The formula, let's repeat the formula. We said is n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d. N minus 1d. We have this. So for first 40 terms, we'll have that n is equal to 40. All right, number of terms is 40. We got a as, where's a? This one here, 8. We got d as how many? We got d as, where are you? This one here, minus 0.5. All right, let's impute values. So the sum S of the first 40 terms, 40, is equal to n over 2, which is 40 over 2 into 2a, that's 2 times a. A is 8 plus n minus 1. What's n there? 40. 40 minus 1. N minus 1 into d. D is minus 0.5. Let me just put this as a bracket so it looks better that way. All right. So we have this. Okay, let's simplify this. This is equal to 40 divided by 2 gives you 20. So 20 into 2 times 8 is 16 plus 40 minus 1 is 39 into this minus 0.5. So you have this. So proceeding with this is equal to, this gives you 20 into, what do we have here? This is 16. So just punch this real quick. Of course, plus minus gives you minus. Next up is 39 times 0.5. And that's about 19.5. 19.5. You have this. All right. So this is equal to 20 into 16 minus 19.5. That's minus 3.5. So we have this. Hence, the sum S of the first 40 terms is equal to 20 times 3 minus 3.5. That's minus 70. All right. So the sum of the first 40 terms will give you minus 70. All right. So basically, this is how we solve questions that involves sum of an AP. Now let's take one more question on this. Let's take one more question on this. Let's look at this question on the sum of an AP, right? The question here says, the first two terms of an AP are minus 2 and 3. How many terms are needed for the sum to be equal to 306. So that's your question. Solution. In the question that they said the first two terms, so you're given the first term a as minus 2, and you're given the second term, that's a plus d. A plus d is your second term, right? It's given as what there? 3. So you have this as 3. All right. They're asking you how many terms are required such that when you sum them, your value is 306. That's the question. Now, to solve this question, first things first, we must get the value of d. Now, your first term is minus 2. We'll call this I. That's the first term. Your second term, II, is 3. So, let's get the value of d. All right? Let's get the value of d. From here, let's get d. To get d, we'll put equation 1 into equation 2. All right? For equation 2, we have a plus d. A plus d as equal to 3. A is minus 2. Minus 2, that's a, as you can see here. Plus d is equal to 3. Move this over here. So d will be equal to 3. Minus 2 comes over here, becomes plus 2. So d is equal to 3 plus 2. You have 5. So the value of d there is 5. So they're asking you the sum of how many terms gives you how many there? 306. Let me confirm that. That's 306, yes. Now, in this case, they're saying that Sn is equal to 306. So how many terms will you sum from this AP to get 306? They've given the sum as 306. You're expected to find the value of n. But let's recall something. How do we do that? But let's recall that n. Let's recall something. But Sn is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d. Recall this formula. Let's substitute values. Substituting. Let's impute values so we can get the value of n. You have that Sn, which is 306. 306 is equal to n is unknown, so we'll have this as n over 2 into 2a. That's 2 times a. What's the value of a? A is minus 2 here. This into minus 2 plus n unknown, n minus 1 into d. D is 5. So into 5, you have this. Okay? This would give you 306. 306 has been equal to, let's simplify what we have here. This becomes n over 2 into, simplifying this, you have 2 times minus 2. 2 times minus 2 gives you minus 4. Minus 4 plus 5 times n gives you 5n minus 5 times 1 gives you 5. So you have this. All right, let's proceed with this. From here, you have something that looks like 306 is equal to n over 2 into, this gives you, I'll take the positive first, which is 5n into minus 4 minus 5. Minus 4 minus 5 gives you minus 9. So we have this. Let's work with this. Now, to solve this, all right, all we have to do is to multiply through by 2, please. Multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. So it becomes 2 into 306. This is equal to 2 times what I have here, n over 2 into 5n minus 9. The idea of multiplying by 2 is so that you can cancel out denominator, so it goes off. All right, 2 times 306 gives you 612. All right, 612 is equal to n, left with n, into 5n minus 9. So you have this. All right, so what next? Let's expand the bracket. Let's expand the bracket. If you expand bracket, you're having 612 as equal to n times 5n gives you 5n squared minus n times 9 gives you 9n. Move this man over here. You have 0 is equal to 5n squared minus 9n. 612 comes over here, becomes minus 612. You have this. All right, so at this point, we now have a quadratic equation. Um, I won't spend all my time solving this. I will just go straight to using a calculator. Yeah, I could just go straight to using a calculator just to save time. So if you know how to, you could solve this using any of the methods, completing the square method or formula method. But I'll just go straight to using a calculator so that to save my time. If I punch this, so A is 5, B is minus 9, C is minus 612. So I'll use a calculator to punch this very fast. Let's see. So A is plus 5, B is minus 9, C is minus 612. If I punch that, you have that N is equal to minus 51 over 5. That's the first one. Or you have that N is equal to, you also have this as 12. As 12. So you have this. So your answer is either minus 51 over 5 or minus 12. They're asking you how many terms would you sum to get 306. There's no way your answer will be negative. How can you sum minus 15 terms? It doesn't make sense. Or minus 10 terms. I summed minus 10 terms. It doesn't make sense. In essence, in this case here, n cannot be negative. So instead, we take what? The positive values. Therefore, n is equal to 12. So the correct answer there is 12. They ask you how many terms would you sum for you to get 306. The correct answer is there is what? 12. You have to sum 12 terms to get 306. So this is how you solve questions on sum of an AP. As usual, I'll leave a task for you. All right, solve this question, leave your answer in the comment section. The question here says the sum of the first 10 terms of an AP is 15 and the sum of the next 10 terms is 215. Find the AP. All right, so find the AP. That's the task. All right, so see if you can solve that question. Leave your answer in the comment section and I'll give you a reply. I will tell you if you're correct or not. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. All right, so give this video a thumbs up. All right, hit the like button. Also leave a comment. I give you a task. Solve this question. Leave your answer in the comment section and I will give you a reply. I will tell you if you're correct or not. Don't forget to also subscribe. If it's your first time here or you're yet to subscribe, please do well to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon and select all so that you get notified whenever we make a new video upload. And finally, do well to share this video, right? Hit the share icon, share this video to your friends and your colleagues so that they can also learn. Thank you and see you in our next class.